Michael Jackson wasn't just a musician, he was a global phenomenon. But between the fame and the music, his life was filled with mystery, speculation, and controversy. Today, we dive deep into the late 1980s, a crucial era that shaped his legacy and the world's perception of him. Michael Jackson's relationship with the media was both fascinating and frustrating. In 1986, a bizarre rumor surfaced. Jackson was sleeping in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber to stay young. The truth? He had staged the story himself. It was a publicity stunt meant to fuel the sci-fi persona he was crafting for his short film, Captain EO. But the press took it and ran with it. Soon, more outlandish claims followed, including reports that Jackson had purchased the bones of the Elephant Man. Though false, these stories led to the infamous nickname Wacko Jacko, a label Jackson would come to despise. Adding to his eccentric public image was Bubbles, his pet chimpanzee, who was often seen by his side. While some saw it as an extension of his childlike nature, others used it as further proof that Jackson was bizarre. Another hot topic in the media? Jackson's changing appearance. From the early 80s to the late 80s, his skin grew lighter, sparking endless speculation that he was bleaching his skin. The reality? Jackson had vitiligo, a skin condition that causes loss of pigmentation. Vitiligo, combined with lupus, which made him sensitive to sunlight, forced Jackson to rely on makeup to create an even skin tone. But the press ignored the medical facts, spinning a different narrative. His facial structure also evolved, fueling rumors of excessive plastic surgery. While Jackson admitted to undergoing 2 nose jobs and a cleft chin surgery, experts believe he may have had additional procedures, possibly due to body dysmorphic disorder. Despite the controversies, Jackson was still at the top of his game. In 1987, he released Bad, an album that, while not surpassing Thriller, became a massive success. The album produced 5 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, a record-breaking achievement. Songs like Man in the Mirror and Dirty Diana solidified his dominance in pop music. Then came the Bad World Tour, an event of historic proportions. Jackson shattered records with 504,000 attendees across 7 sold-out Wembley Stadium concerts and 4.4 million fans worldwide. The tour grossed $125 million, making it one of the highest-earning tours of all time. Amid the spectacle, Jackson showed his humanitarian side, inviting underprivileged children to his concerts and donating to various charities. In 1988, Jackson released Moonwalk, his first autobiography. The book revealed details of his difficult childhood, plastic surgery, and his journey in the music industry. It became a New York Times bestseller. That same year, he starred in Moonwalker, a feature film blending live footage, music videos, and a sci-fi storyline. It topped the Billboard music video charts for 22 weeks. And then there was Neverland Ranch. Jackson spent $17 million to create his dream home, complete with a theme park, zoo, and a private theater. It wasn't just his home, it was an extension of his personality, a world where he could relive the childhood he never had. By the end of the decade, Jackson had solidified his title as the King of Pop, a name famously given to him by Elizabeth Taylor. Even the White House recognized his influence, with President George H.W. Bush honoring him with the Artist of the Decade award. He wasn't just an artist, he was a cultural force. The late 80s were pivotal for Michael Jackson. They marked his rise to superstardom and his struggle with the media. While some stories painted him as eccentric or troubled, his music, performances, and philanthropy continued to touch millions. But the 1990s would bring new challenges, new triumphs, and new controversies. Michael Jackson's story is far from simple. It's one of talent, mystery, and undeniable impact. What are your thoughts on this era of his career? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into music legends.